Hi guys, it's Nancy Bells, My Fairy Treasures. How you guys doing? All right, I'm coming at you guys with another Dollar Tree DIY, making those, what I call them, big A lollipops that you've seen at Hobby Lobby. That's where I was inspired at first, and then Olivia's Romantic Home, she had a video on making them. So I'm using a lot of her ideas to make them, and then a few things of my own to make it my own also. So this is the lollipop. Let me just look at my camera and see what you guys are seeing. Yeah, so this is the lollipop. I'm trying to steady my hot glue gun. Anyway, this is the lollipop. Isn't this look fabulous, you guys? And there's the stick. And most everything is Dollar Tree. Okay, so let's make our big jumbo Hobby Lobby inspired lollipops. Okay. And I've made 1, 2, 3, 4 of them so far. So this will be my 5th one here. And what you're going to need is you're going to need these plastic plates. Okay? And that's what the packaging looks like. And you get 4. So you can make 2 big lollipops from one set of plates. You find these over, I'm going to open it up now. You find these over in the party section. I know you think you find the plates and cups and bowls section, but you don't. You find them in the party section. So we only need 2 of these for right now. And then the other 2, you can make 2 more lollipops. So let me put this down somewhere. We'll put that over there. So we have 2 of them. Okay, you need to glue these 2 together, okay? Now, I'm going to use hot glue. If I was you, I would use, let me bring this down a little bit. I'm going to use hot glue, because just for the sake of speed. But if I was you, I would use E6000, okay? And if you want to use a thing of mixing E6000 and hot glue, it kind of helps it glue down just even more secure. Like maybe E6000 around the whole thing, and in a few spots hit it with like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can hit it with some hot glue. It holds it. It helps like a brace on there. Okay, but for today we're doing hot glue because we ain't got time for drying. Okay, I like to do this just for more security of the glue, whether it's this hot glue or the E6000. I take a little sand block, get the sand block from the hardware section at Dollar Tree, and just sand this, just to, you know, to get a little bit of a, just make it more grippy. Okay. So it's more, so it's scuffed up. You know, when things are scuffed up, they glue better, they grip better. And if there's any oils or anything on there, you could also hit this with some alcohol before you start too. I didn't do that. Even before Olivia's Romantic Home, I watched her video. I had bought these. I had one set. Because I just thought they were so pretty. I go, I'm gonna do something with those. I thought maybe make a 3-tiered tray out of them with like the clear glass candle holders. That's what I was thinking about doing, and I still have enough to do it if I want to. Or just make some like little trivets, because they have, oh, they also have small ones too. So if you want to buy the smaller ones, you can make smaller, they're still pretty big size, like a salad plate size. So that's still pretty good size. Lollipops. Okay. And you guys saw those lollipops at Hobby Lobby. They were like the cotton candy, the jumbo cotton candies, the jumbo lollipops. They're like 10, 12 bucks. So this way you're making them pennies on the dollar. Okay, so when you do this hot glue, you really need to get to the edge as much as possible, because that's where it's going to glue at. I tried going like this far away. It didn't work. Okay, so let me just hurry, because you know how it is. Oh, shoot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to hit a few areas because my hot glue stick is wearing out. But you would do it all the way around, you guys. All the way around with your E6000. But this will work for right now. I don't have any more jumbo glue sticks, and I don't have my other glue gun ready to go. Okay. And I have one that I already did. So let me get that one out. Here's one that I've already done. So we'll let this one hot glue together. But like I said, if I was you, I would do E6000, okay? So then you'll have them, they'll be a lot more sturdy. Okay? All right. So let's get started with this. Let me put my hot glue. I don't need this hot glue gun. Let me unplug it. I gotta go get myself some more jumbo glue sticks. I used all my jumbo glue sticks on my cotton candies that I was making. Okay, so, oh, I still need my, what am I doing? I do need my other, okay, I'm going to get, what you need for this now is your mini glue stick, your mini glue gun, not your jumbo glue gun. So I'm going to pause you guys and plug in my mini glue gun. I don't know what my brain problem is here. Okay, so I'll see you in just a second. All right, you guys, I'm back. Also, I didn't say this. My hot glue gun is hot and plugged in. Take your sanding block. Like I said, get these at Dollar Tree in the hardware section. Rough up the top of this too. Just so everything just glues better. Okay. Just rough it up a little bit, because you're also going to be applying some Elmer's glue on here for the glitter. Okay. And everything will glue on here better if it's a little bit roughed up. Okay, got to get that little bit of scuffing and scuff it up a little bit. Okay, so in the center, you're going to see a little circle that's already impressed in it. That's what we're going to start with. You want to use some chunky yarn. Okay, this is some chunky yarn. Now, what I would do as far as your chunky yarn is I would get my chunky yarn from Hobby Lobby. Every other week it's 30% off. So then you could buy, for about $3.50, you can buy yourself a thing of chunky yarn. It's I Love This Yarn. That's the brand. You can buy the chunky and then choose the color you want for your project, okay? Also, these plates come in white, I think red, blue. So they come in other colors. So if you don't do a pink shabby chic Christmas like I do, you can make whatever colors you want, okay? And then buy your yarn to make your stripes to match, okay? All right. Now I'm gonna just I'm gonna make a circle with my hot glue and just follow that circle that just already started on these plates. Also, if you can't find these plates, you could probably use other plastic plates. You could probably also use a paper, like a thick paper plate, and paint that if it's not the color you want. So, just take the concept, and when you have to, buy different things because you can't find certain things, then, take the concept and run with it. Okay, so then what I like to do is now we're going to start the circle. And so what I like to do is I like to place my yarn there, and then right beside it put my hot glue, and then roll this into it. But I'd place my yarn first so I know where I'm at. Okay, so you're just making like that lollipop circle like this. And like Olivia from Olivia's Romantic Home says, give yourself grace. You does not have to be perfect. And you know what? We are going to be using glitter after this. And if you're not a glitter fan, you're like, I hate glitter. I love glitter. I think of glitter as fairy dust. I like to glitter everything. You can spray hairspray on there to get it set better if you are just like really that bothers you. I don't mind if there's glitter here and there. I mean, I don't want glitter completely all over my house, but like I said, I don't mind seeing a little glitter here and there because it's fairy dust in my opinion. Okay, so you know what I like to do? turn the plate like this. So I'm always working where I can see everything and hold it. So turn it so you can see it. So it's up here in front of you. Okay, and I use my fingernail just to smash it down. Turn the plate again. So you're just always working up here. And it makes it so much easier. Okay. See how much easier it is for me to work when I just keep turning it? And I'm always working with my hand up here. Okay. It seems a little weird what I'm saying right now, but when you start doing it, you'll get it. You'll be like, oh, this is easier. I didn't really understand turning the plate like that until I started working on this, and I was like, oh, this is a better way of doing it. Let me make sure I tell them that. Otherwise, working with this yarn and trying to do this can be a little bit finicky, but this makes it not finicky. Two things: turning your plate, and also what was I going to say? Turning your plate. And there was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, my mind just went. I hate that. That is my 54-year-old brain for you. Oh, turning the plate and also just putting your yarn down in a circle like this and then placing the glue right next to it and then just kind of just rolling the yarn into the glue. Because when you put your yarn down, that gives you your pattern. So you know where to put the glue. It gives you like your line. Let me get another stick. And if it's not perfect, you guys don't worry. You just want a basic roundness. Does not have to be perfect at all. We're just looking for basic. Okay, like I got off right now already, and I'm fine with it. Because what's going to be your saving grace of the whole thing is the glitter. The glitter really helps it come alive. I remember when I got done with it at first, I was like, oh, this looks just like really handmade. But as soon as you add the glitter, that's what, when you add the glitter, that's what does it. That's when it looks really, it takes it up 20 notches and it just looks like really cool. And like, I don't mind things looking handmade, but I want it to look handmade, like, you know, like I handmade it and I did a good job in the end. Okay, and we're just about done with this. I'm gonna stop right there, but just a second. There we go. Okay. I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to cut it. Am I still on camera? There we go. All right. So this is pretty good here. Then we're going to take our... Now, I wouldn't try using the just... you want the chunky yarn, not the regular 4-weight. So chunky yarn is 5-weight yarn. So you want to look for either the word chunky or 5-weight, okay? If you don't understand what you're doing when you're buying this, just ask somebody at Hobby Lobby and they'll show you where the I love this yarn is what it's called, chunky weight or 5-weight, okay? Chunky weight and 5-weight, same thing. Okay, now this line inside of here, I want to go all the way around. So we're going to do that now. And that's easy because you're just following this line here. I only go so far, then I stop. Use my fingernail again. If you don't have fingernails, all hope is lost. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Did I just snort? I sure did. Again, keep turning your plate. And you don't have to, you can work just from the top here. If you don't have a fingernail, all hope is lost. Just use your finger, or have a little like pen or pencil or something. I'm just looking to see what I want to use. What do I have? All right, we'll use this pen. Just so I can show you. So you can just place that down. Use the pen to take. Don't have the, obviously, the pen nib out, and just go like this. Okay, perfect. All hope is not lost. That's funny. All hope is lost. You're screwed. You guys know me. I always tell you there's 20 million ways to do everything, especially with art or crafting, with anything really, but especially art and crafting. It's just which way do you want to go about it? That's it. Okay. There we go. How much time? We're at 17 minutes. Okay. I'll finish this up with you guys, and then I'm going to show you guys the next step, and I'll start some of it with you. Then I'll finish it off camera just for the sake of time of this video. Thank God for the pause button. More people should use the pause button. Then they don't have to do so much editing. Just pause. That's editing, in my opinion. Pause button. Let me pause. Okay, there's a little piece. Oh, I need another glue stick. Okay, so see how much better that's looking already? Okay, now the next one is we want to do is one on the outside of this also. Again, it's super easy because you're just going to follow inside of that little line right here. Okay, so much simpler than making your circle here, which is still simple. I showed you guys the simple little techniques of doing it. So that's all you're going to do, and we're going to go all the way around. Real quick, let me just put a little more glue right there so it glues that down. A little bit more. There we go. Perfect. So let me just pause, and we're going to do this all the way around. Okay, right on that edge right here is where you put that hot glue, right there inside the lip. Okay, so let me pause you and we'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I just finished it. So I took that like I showed you, and we went all the way around here. So this is what we have so far. It doesn't look that great right now, but this is, oh, before we do that, let's put on the this thing, our little lollipop stem, lollipop handle. What do we call this? Anyway, you need to pick up some at Dollar Tree. They have in the crafter section these wood craft dowels. Okay, you get 10 of them. And they don't always have them. Hopefully they have them right now. Check your different Dollar Trees. If you see them, pick up a few of them, okay? Because they don't always have them. But I mean, they have them most of the time, but just not always. So pick those up when you're at Dollar Tree getting your plates, okay? So here's your dowel. Also, pick up some, if you don't have any felt, pick up some felt. So what you want to do is you want to just cut a little square of felt like this. 2 pieces, okay? Like this, okay? Turn this over. Get your sand block and just hit this real quick. Scuff it up a little bit. Whenever you scuff, it makes things stick a lot better. Now, the back of this, I would also, when you do this part, I would also E6000 this on. This right here is definitely hot glue. This works perfect on with hot glue. Hot glue with this will never come off, okay, with the yarn. But with the, let me do again. With the, most everything else, I would use the E6000, okay? But for today, we're just doing all hot glue because we don't have time for drying. Okay. So let me just see. Yeah, this needs to be just trimmed up just a little bit. We're gluing on our little handle. And we're using the felt on the back. So take your little piece of felt. Put this down here. You know what? I'm running out of... Of course, I'd run out of glue stick right in the middle of it. There we go. Okay. And put that right here. Okay. Glue that down. Good. Move that up a little bit. Make sure I'm still on camera. Okay. Then take your dowel. Well, take your hot glue. Go all the way around. Okay. Down the center. Put your dowel down. Okay. And just hold that for a second because you want that to really just glue down. Well, do that and then, you know what? Let's put some more glue on this whole thing. And then this goes on top. Okay? Be careful not to burn the hell out of yourself. I could have made that a little bit bigger. I'm just going to put this, I'm going to put this over the top of it so I can hold everything down without burning myself. Okay. So hold this for a few seconds so everything gets glued down. And if this gets glued down on top of everything, that's fine. Now, when Olivia's Romantic Home did this, she had left a little space in, like right here between the plates and glued it there. I tried it and I couldn't get it to like really stay in there well. I was a little bit confused by that. Maybe if I E6000 it and leave it in there, it probably would work. So if you want to glue all the way around like this and just leave a little space here so you can open it up and stick the stick in, or when you're gluing it around, put your stick in, put the E6000 on this side and that side inside the plate, and then let it all dry and see if it works, if you want to try it that way. If not, you can do what I'm doing. Either way. Like I always say, there's always 20 million different ways to do all this stuff. Okay, so that's good. That's on there good. So there we go. Okay. And once, I'm going to make sure this is really dry. And see this right here, I'll trim all that off. I might trim it now. And it doesn't actually matter because you know what? We're going to put a bow there too. So I just thought about that. So we're fine. All right. So now you have this and you have your stick. Okay. All right. So we're going to work with our stick up here. We can go in. There we go. There we go. Because now we're going to put some Elmer's glue. You can use any kind of glue you want, like Elmer's, Mod Podge. I'm just using some Elmer's glue in this cup with this brush. And we're going to smear Elmer's glue all over the place. And you're going to put quite a lot because this is what's going to stick your glitter on. Okay? And if a little bit of glue gets on your yarn in between, you're fine. If some of the glue gets on any of the yarn, you're fine because glitter will be stuck there. So you'll be just fine. Oh, you know what? Let me bring my camera up a little bit because I have a really long brush and it's hitting the camera. And I put the glue on pretty heavy. Because the plastic likes to bead against the glue. So just put kind of a lot and that'll help with that beading. Even if it beads a little bit, there's still glue there. So it's still some stickiness there. So you're still fine. When I saw the beading up a little bit of the glue, I was like, oh no. But it's still sticky there. So that when I put the glitter on, the glitter stays, so you're still okay. Oh, you know, I was while we're doing this, I do want to mention the sadness of Matthew Perry passing away. I wasn't actually a big Friends fan, believe it or not. I became a fan of Matthew Perry when I saw him in a movie called, what's it called? It had Selma Hayek in it. It was a love story. It was so good. When Fools Rush In, I think that's what it was called. And I just loved that movie. I was pregnant with my daughter. This was like this was 1997, and that's when I became a Matthew Perry fan, was from that movie, When Fools Rush In. I just loved that movie. And I guess he played that same type of character in that movie too, that he plays in Friends. And the thing about Friends was I used to do hair. I did hair for 15 years. And I didn't really watch the show, but I can tell you what, that Jennifer Aniston haircut, that's all I cut on women for 10 years. You know that Jennifer, yes, I know that Jennifer Aniston haircut. If I hear about that Jennifer Aniston haircut one more time, it made me not even want to watch the show because I was so sick of cutting that Jennifer Aniston haircut. But anyway, here, I'm going to use a little bit bigger brush for this part. So, this brush might be too big, is it? No, this is good. So, but I did cut the Jennifer Aniston haircut for 10 years. I swear that the style stayed in for 10 years. It was crazy. People would actually bring the picture, and I'd be like, I don't need to see that. They're like, are you sure? I go, yeah, how many of these I've cut? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you cut. I'm glad you cut it all. I cut it every other haircut. But I was very sad. I didn't even know that Matthew Perry ever had a drug issue. I know they tried to keep it, they said, under wraps for the most part. But he came out last year with a book talking, I guess, about his whole addiction and everything, and how he loved his friends from Friends because they really protected his anonymity about his drug addiction and protected him and helped him. But he said he struggled since he was 25 with drug addiction. He was in and out of drug addiction hospitals over 60 times. Oh my goodness. That is really sad. Because I was wondering, I'm like, was he married or have kids or anything? I don't think so. It sounds like what he was married to was his drugs, really. Which was sad. You would never even look at Matthew Perry and think drug addiction or alcoholism at all. He sure hid that well, because I never even heard about it. I never even heard about his book until, what was it, yesterday that he passed away? Yeah. So, very sad. Very, 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 very sad. And you know what's weird is they said he's 54. I'm 54. He was born in 1969. I was born in 1969. And a lot of people have passed away over the last few years. And really gets you a little depressed. You're like, I remember when I was younger and I used to always hear, everybody's dying. Like some older person would say that. Well, I'm now that older person saying everybody's dying. So anyway, I don't want to make anybody sad, but just wanted to mention that. I just think that is incredibly sad. And he died way too early. He's only 54, for goodness sakes. And I think that's really, really sad. But I did want to share my little spiel about Matthew Perry, of how it's not like everybody, a lot of people who loved him from Friends. I loved him from that movie, When Fools Rush In. So good. Okay, now we need to take some pink glitter. I get this. Look at this glitter, how gorgeous it is. You can get glitter at Dollar Tree, so pick it up if you want to at Dollar Tree. This is a great deal at Walmart. That's what it looks like. I picked this up for around $3 or $4 at Walmart, and their glitters are gorgeous. And this is a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, or 12 by 12 piece of paper. Try to get a 12 by 12. It'll be big enough to work on, and then you can take the excess and put it back in here. But if you just get a regular piece of paper, this is way bigger than a regular piece of paper. And then, but it's still small enough that you can just fold this in half and then be able to put the glitter back in here. So just keep shaking this glitter. And get the glitter that you want to match your project color. And this is what really brings out the whole project, is the glitter. And as I said, if you hate glitter, you can set the glitter better with hairspray when it's all dry. Okay, so now let's take this and let's get rid of the excess. Just a second, I might be off camera for a second. Okay, let me put this over here for a second, and then we'll show it to you. Let me get the rest. So before you do this, I always fold it like in half like that, and then so that it's ready to put back into the jar. So then we have a nice little funnel, and all the glitter can go back in here. There we go, and we're all set for another project. There we go. But if I was you, instead of picking up your glitter from Dollar Tree, but if you're already there and you're going to get the glitter from Dollar Tree, but you're going to get a lot bigger bang for your buck at Walmart. See how much you get? And it's beautiful glitter. I love it. Especially if you're going to make more than one. Like this is my 6th one of these lollipops. So, I need a lot of glitter. And you guys, I'm talking to crafters. You probably already have a ton of glitter in your stash, so I'm singing to the choir. Okay. See, look what the difference it looks like now. Isn't that the biggest difference, you guys? It's really what makes it come alive. Let me see if I need to turn on another light. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It really brings it all together. And it's even better when it dries, but look how pretty that is. Okay, the last step is to tie a bow onto here. Now, I've done bows 2 different ways, and I think I like tying the bow on the best. Okay, so I'm using this ribbon here from Hobby Lobby. I did not pay $9.99. I get my ribbon from Hobby Lobby at the end of the season. The last couple of years, people have been going crazy since the coronavirus on Hobby Lobby, and they almost sell out of everything before they get to the 75% off. It's like, geez. But at least do it when it's 50% off. But hopefully this year people have calmed down so you can get your ribbon for 75% off. Because 3 years before the coronavirus, I picked up a ton of it for 75% off. So I only paid like maybe $2 for this. It was a really good deal. So try to do that. Try to get your ribbon at the end of the season. And also look at Michael's and Joann's too, because they go 75% off. And then check all your stores like that at the end of the season, or when they hit the 75% off, because a lot of times they'll hit the 75% off before Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to do 24 inches of this ribbon. Okay. And this ribbon is, what's the width? It's 2.5 inches wide. Okay, you get 30 feet of ribbon. And like I said, right now they always have about 50% off every other week right now. But I picked it up for, I think I even picked it up no more than $2. I might even got it for $1. Okay. I like to try to fold it in half so I know where the center is. Let me get some things out of my way. Okay. So, let me make sure you guys, everything's lined up. So, line that up there and try to keep it there when you tie it. Try. It's kind of hard to keep it lined up right there when you're tying it, but as long as you get kind of even with it, it's gonna work. Tie it tight. Okay. And see, it always ends up a little bit longer on one side than the other. I can never get it the same. Anyway, I had made a bow. Yeah, I need that to be. Let me see if I can't make it more even. Just a second. You know what? I wonder if I should try to make that other bow. I think I like this one. Let me show you the other bow. Okay, this is the one where I actually create a bow. Okay. That is pretty, and that might make it easier. Okay, there's that bow. Then this is the bow that you tie on, but it's hard to get it to tie on. Oh, I know what it is. See how pretty? I almost like that one better. I know what it is. I need this to be longer than 12 inches. That's why, for this one. Okay, sorry. You only need it to be 24 inches for this type of bow. Okay, but the one you're going to tie on, it needs to be 36. So I need to hit 12 3 times. So here's this here. So 1, 2, 3. Isn't 12 times 3 36? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Yeah, 36 inches. You know, I just used my fingers. All right. So again, fold it in half. Okay. Fold this in half so we kind of know where the center is. When you get to the tying part, it is a little bit hard still to keep it right in the center. Let me make sure you guys are seeing me. Yeah, you are. But we'll do our best. We will do our best. That's all you can do. Like Olivia's Romantic Home says, give yourself grace. You're hand making things. You want it to look nice? Yes. But give yourself a little grace. Okay, let me see if this is pretty even. Yes, I did it pretty even. Yay. Okay, now to keep this bow on here, go ahead and hit it with some hot glue right here at the top. And then put this back here. There we go. And I'm going to hold that right there. And then that way, even when I'm working this bow, it doesn't move, and you don't want your bow to move, period. So let's hold that for just a second. Okay, just holding that there. All right. Oh, good. We're still under an hour. We're only at 40 minutes. Perfect. Okay. Yep, that's stuck. So now just tie your bow. And it makes it a lot easier when you hot glue it onto the stick, so it doesn't move when you're tying your bow. And also you want your bow to, you know, stay there when you get done with all this. But it just makes it a lot easier. Okay, so now let's make it even on both sides. Let me turn this around so I can see where I'm at. Let me fluff this bow out so I can see how even we are on both sides. Need to pull some more on this side. There we go. Okay, there we go. And this is a ribbon with a wire in it. I like with the wire because it always just makes it a lot easier. Now, both sides need to be pretty even, so we just need to trim this up a little bit on this side because sides are a tad longer. Remember I told you it's hard to make it even on both sides when you tie it on. Okay, so we need to do some dovetailing. So to do dovetailing, you fold that. You fold this here, okay? Fold that in half. And you want to go to the corner and always trim up. If you do it up, you're going to end up with a dovetail every time. Okay, there we go. Same thing here. Fold it in half. Okay, and trim up. And you get that dovetail. That took me forever to get that. I do not know why, just to learn that concept. I'm a little slow sometimes. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that bow looks. Well, I gotta be careful because my glitter and everything is still wet. Okay, so there's our lollipop. You guys, aren't these fabulous? I will have, well, you guys saw it. I had close-up pictures at the beginning. I won't put any at the end because you saw them at the beginning. But look how beautiful these are going to be. And in the pictures, you can see how I put them in the basket and displayed them and things. So you guys, join our group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. And if you do these, please put them on there and let us see your big jumbo lollipops inspired by Hobby Lobby. And go check out Olivia's Romantic Home. I'll have a link to her channel so you can check out how she makes hers, which is very similar to this. We just have a couple different, you know, you kind of make things your own, you know, depending on what supplies you have, which way is easier for you, you know, yada, 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 yada. And if you have any comments or questions, leave below. If you can, please give this video a thumbs up. If you can't make a comment, at least give it a thumbs up. Come join our group called Our Magical Little Place. Like I said, with our group, you could, if you're a crafter, it doesn't matter if you're a crafter, art journaler, junk journaler, knitter, crocheter, come share your artwork with us. If you have an Etsy shop, if you have a YouTube channel, you can share links to videos, to your Etsy shop, everything, okay? We try to support you guys, each other, and everything. And then just come there and just share your projects with us and inspire us. And I think that is it, you guys, for this one. All right, you guys, that is it. Happy holidays. I know it's a little early, but we have to start early with our crafting. Okay, guys? All right. Happy holidays. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.